Anna Skibska studied architecture, fine arts, and painting, but it was her work with glass that she describes as storytelling. Up next, we learn more about her approach in an exhibition titled Reveries.
I am Anna Skibska. My profession, I'm an artist. I'm a storyteller. I am telling a story about the landscape of America, the distant horizon of the inland, the beautiful and big sky of Montana. I understood that this is the light which doesn't have any connection with the water. That's the light of the earth. So that's what I made for this exhibition, here in the heart of America. I present also trees, following the architecture of this hall, exhibition hall. At first, what you see is a column, and then the trees follow the vertical direction. They support the sky.
The fact that we're using glass is something that we're getting a lot of interest in, because this is something that we don't often do as well, an entire installation of glass like this. What's interesting about the glass is that they're more sturdier than you think, and that's what's really fun about her work, is that it has this dichotomy of massive but also fragile, ethereal but weighty at the same time. When she does her trees, they look almost like they're going to fall over. The way they have sort of their collapse at the bottom, she creates an optical illusion where they have a sense of sort of a fearsomeness that they're going to sort of tip, of course, but they're not. They're very stable, and so it's really fun that she has this, able to create this lightness and heaviness at the same time.
And sometimes I soften the environment, sometimes I emphasize the main features of the environment, sometimes I make that more open, bring that closer.
When you first enter the gallery, it's quite dark, and sort of having that coming out of the dark into the light experience. And it's what's really interesting about this whole installation, is that it actually has sort of an implied narrative, that you move from environment to environment to environment. It has links where you can actually have a sort of a visual story that you can follow, or you can experience each piece individually. I talk about the fact that she has this narrative and she has this clear sense of purpose in what she's doing, but she also has a sense that this art is her life. And one of our volunteers asked her, how long does it take to make this? And she said, how long does it take? It takes my whole life, because it really is her. And so it's wonderful that she has that sort of artistic spark and artistic inspiration, that this is who she is, that there's no way she could do anything else. But she also has the academic and the theoretical approach to developing a clear and concise artistic goal.
Always afraid that I am that I destroy the chaos, because chaos was the order before the order was invented. So there's always, always the contrast, always the two different sides, the lightness and the darkness, the shadows and the light.
It's actually light, not glass. That's the medium. You really get a sense of that. It has this expansive properties, that when you see a piece of her work not lit and not having the proper lighting on it, and then you add light to it, it creates a sense of volume, and it almost grows. It has a life of its own. So it's really this concept of this relationship that you have between yourself and the piece of art, and the relationship the work has itself with the light and the glass.
I was hungry to get on the other side, to discover my America, because it was so promising. I saw how open, I saw how youthful and powerful it was. So I am following, I am still learning, but I am here.
And that wraps it up for this edition of Detroit Performs. As always, for more arts and culture, head to DetroitPerforms.org.